Welcome to this episode of the story. Have you subscribed yet? Chapter 157, The Mysterious Valley, Abnormal Spiritual Energy Fluctuations. After defeating the fog-hidden spirit leopard, although Sumu and his companions took a brief respite, the dangers of the Spirit Mist Mountains had not dissipated, and the unknown fear still lingered like a shadow. Sumu knew well that clues to the Eye of the Spirit Abyss lay ahead, and they couldn't afford the slightest slack. So, he led the team onward deeper into the mountains. As they ventured further, the mist grew thicker, like layer upon layer of white veils wrapping the world. The surrounding temperature dropped sharply. With every breath, white vapor could be seen puffing from their mouths and noses. The team members huddled tightly in their clothes, their spiritual energy flowing slowly within their bodies to fend off the bone-chilling cold. The ground beneath their feet became increasingly rugged, strewn with jagged rocks, and a moment of carelessness could lead to a stumble. Sumu walked at the forefront of the team, gripping his spiritual weapon, his spiritual perception fully extended, always alert to the movements around them. Suddenly, he sensed a strange surge of spiritual energy ahead. Unlike any they had encountered before, this fluctuation carried an ancient and mysterious aura, as if emanating from the depths of a distant time and space. "Be careful. Something seems to be up ahead," Sumu whispered. Though his voice was soft, it echoed clearly in the silent atmosphere, reaching everyone's ears. The team members immediately perked up, each clutching their spiritual weapons tightly, following Sumu as they cautiously approached the source of the spiritual energy fluctuation. After rounding a massive boulder, a mysterious valley appeared before them. The cliffs on either side of the valley soared into the clouds, as if split open by a giant axe. Strange patterns were carved into the cliff faces, looming faintly in the mist, exuding an air of mystery. The valley was permeated with dense spiritual energy, which intertwined to form all kinds of wonderful light and shadow, dreamlike and illusory. This place feels extraordinary, as if it has some connection to the Eye of the Spirit Abyss. Sumu stared at the valley, a flicker of excitement and vigilance in his eyes. He could sense that the valley held the key to unraveling the mystery of the Eye of the Spirit Abyss, but at the same time, it harbored great danger. They stepped into the valley slowly, and upon entering they felt a powerful pressure of spiritual energy rushing toward them. This pressure was like an invisible pair of hands, trying to push them out of the valley. Sumu channeled his time-reversing spiritual energy, forming a layer of spiritual energy shield to fend off the pressure for the team members. "Everyone hold steady. Stay close to me," Sumu shouted, his voice echoing in the valley. As they went deeper into the valley, that strange spiritual energy fluctuation grew stronger, as if calling out to them. Suddenly, a bizarre spirit beast, shaped like a snake but with 6 wings, darted out from the depths of the valley. It radiated aeolial blue light, its eyes like 2 burning flames, filled with caution and hostility. "What kind of spirit beast is this? I've never seen anything like it," a team member exclaimed in surprise. Sumu frowned, observing the beast carefully. With his keen perception of spiritual energy, he noticed that the beast's spiritual energy was extremely powerful and seemed to resonate with the spiritual energy in the valley. "Whatever it is, let's handle it carefully," Sumu said, as the spiritual weapon in his hand burst into brilliant light, with time-reversing spiritual energy surging into it like a tide. The team members also readied themselves for battle, various spiritual energy skills poised to be unleashed. The strange spirit beast let out a sharp cry, its voice cutting through the air like a blade. Then, it spread its 6 wings and charged fiercely toward them. Sumu launched the first attack, a beam containing time-reversing spiritual energy shooting toward the beast. However, the beast was extremely fast, dodging the attack nimbly with a flash of its body. Then, it opened its mouth, and a streak of yo-yo blue spiritual energy shot out, heading straight for Sumu. Sumu quickly channeled his time-reversing spiritual energy, and time around him slowed down instantly. He sidestepped, and the beam grazed his body, shooting toward the rear and hitting a boulder, which instantly exploded into fragments. "Don't panic, spread out your attacks and look for its weak points," Sumu shouted. The team members immediately scattered, attacking the beast from different directions. All kinds of spiritual energy lights flickered in the valley, illuminating it as bright as day for a moment. The beast seemed flustered under their attacks, but its counterattacks grew more ferocious. It flapped its wings continuously, stirring up waves of spiritual energy storms, trying to scatter them. In the heat of battle, Sumu kept observing the beast's movements. He noticed that whenever the beast was about to launch a powerful attack, the light on its wings would become exceptionally bright. "Attack its wings!" Sumu shouted loudly. Upon hearing this, the team members focused their attacks on the beast's wings. Under their combined assault, one of the beast's wings was finally hit. It let out a tonku cry, its body wobbling a few times. Sumu seized the opportunity, unleashing the strongest move of his time-reversing spiritual energy, Time Reverse Retrospective Slash. A massive slash of spiritual energy, carrying the power of time reversal, cut toward the beast. This strike, embodying all of Suumu's strength and the secrets of time-reversing spiritual energy, hit the beast directly. The beast let out a shrill scream, its huge body crashing to the ground, dissolving into a streak of yo-yo blue light that vanished into the air. Sumu and the others finally let out a sigh of relief. After this intense battle, everyone was somewhat exhausted. It seems the dangers in this valley are far beyond our imagination. "Everyone must be even more careful," Sumu said. They all nodded and continued toward the depths of the valley. As they went further, they found that the spiritual energy fluctuations in the valley grew more complex, now intense, now faint, as if telling an ancient story. Suddenly, a spiritual energy maze appeared ahead. The walls of the maze were built with stones that glowed with colorful light, covered in ancient runes. These runes emitted mysterious spiritual energy fluctuations, interfering with their perception. "This is the next challenge we must face." Sumu stared at the spiritual energy maze, secretly pondering a way to deal with it. He knew that to find the Eye of the Spirit Abyss, they had to pass through this maze, but the runes within were full of unknown dangers. A single misstep could lead to eternal doom. The story continues, and the subsequent episodes will be even more exciting. Subscribe as soon as possible.